What's up, Cancer? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. So, guys, I am back. It feels good to be back. A lot of people did think I was quitting. I just needed a bit of a break, guys. I got really, really busy, started falling behind, started getting stressed out. So, I'm like, let me preserve my energy. But I hope you guys have been well. I hope everything has been going good for y'all. But let's see what's going to be happening for the month of November. Now, we are going to take a past, present, and future look for November. And this will be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Cancer signs. So keep in mind, guys, that these energies here could be transferable. So it could be something about you that I'm picking up on, or something about a person around you, okay? All right, so what is going on for Cancer? November 2019. I feel like this year flew. I can't believe it's almost over. But I feel like 2020 is going to be a really solid year for a lot of people. So let's see here. All right. So we have past, present, and future. All right, guys, so let's talk about this. So the energy that you have here is the Knight of Swords in the reverse. So this is going to be a card that displays a very reckless energy. Okay, so this could be something reckless you're dealing with. Maybe it's you feeling reckless because of something, but it could be showing that it would be reckless to get into a situation from your past. I see something from the past attempting to come back in for you guys, and it just being very unconventional, where it's a good idea to not let this happen, or I don't see it being as successful as you may have thought it would be. So definitely something that needs to be avoided, but let's talk about it, okay? So starting with your past, guys, the first card that you have here is the Six of Swords. This talks about moving away from something, having a difficult and hard time moving away from it. So why is the Six of Swords here? We have the Ten of Swords, some sort of betrayal, some sort of harsh ending, something heavy that happened. All right, Three of Swords in the reverse. Now, this could be one of two things. One, it could be that there was, a person here that was suppressing the pain that they felt in the situation. Or it could be that it was difficult at that time, but you did try your best to heal and you're in the process of healing. But for a lot of you, this could have something to do with love, or just someone who's just unreliable. All right, I see something that you guys are just not going towards, where you could have been talking to someone, or whether it had to do with love or not, and you're just deciding not to move forward with it. So the next card that you guys have for your past is the Two of Pentacles. So this talks about being in a place where you're really just trying to find balance. You're kind of doing this juggling act here. So let's see why this is here for you. Six of Cups. And you have the Knight of Cups. You're debating, do I leave this in the past or not? Do I walk away from this or not? Because I'm losing faith in this. Maybe this is something that's having you lose money, spend too much money. Maybe it's putting you in a tight place. Or maybe it's just a situation where there's just someone who's not genuinely invested anymore. Okay. But yeah, I see things actually taking off for you guys, with you realizing that something is a waste of time and effort, realizing that something is just not a good idea here with the Fool card in the reverse. By the way, guys, this deck is the Wild Unknown for anyone who's interested. But the last card that you guys have for your past, you have the Eight of Swords. So this is really like a mental prison that you find yourself in, where you're not seeing things for what it truly is. It's like you have this blindfold on, okay? Something that you can't move past mentally. So let's see why this is here. Too many cards fell. I'm going to put that back in. All right. Four of Cups in the reverse. And we have the Five of Swords in the reverse. So there's something, it's like there's clarity in a situation, because with the Moon card in the reverse, that's like having an epiphany on a situation, just seeing it for what it is and realizing that it's just too forced. Again, if it's not having you lose money in some way, shape, or form, or just making you tight with money, then this is going to be something where a person has gone above and beyond, but they're just not getting what they need from this. It could be a mixture of both. Maybe it has to do with finances and with emotion as well. But with the Two of Wands in the reverse, it's just a lost path, something that, you lose faith in. And I feel like, with the Five of Swords in the reverse and the Four of Cups in the reverse, you're accepting, you know, that although you could mentally be kind of stuck on something, that you have to move past it. So you're coming to terms with that, and it's like you're taking the path where there's not going to be any conflict. All right. So for the present moment, guys, the first card that we have here is the Three of Cups. This is partying, celebrating, you know, being with friends, you know, a get together. Why is this Three of Cups here? My animals just started fighting, so you guys might get a show, just letting y'all know. We have the Judgment card upright. And we have the Queen of Cups. So you're moving past something that you know isn't a good idea. You know it's not going to be successful. And with making that call, something comes in that's really worth celebrating, that's really making you happy. It could just be you going out and being with friends, but in this case, I see it as a very positive thing. I see it putting you in a place where you just feel very whole, if you don't feel whole right now, okay? The next card that you have, and this is also the center of your spread, you have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. So with this being the center of the spread, I'm gonna look at it as like a central energy. With the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, this is when we're not moving forward with something. This is when you just feel like you're just either falling out with something or it's just not going to work. Okay. Why is this here? The Chariot. The Six of Wands in the reverse. Because of something that didn't work out, something is just taking off very quickly. Maybe this had to do with travel in some way, shape, or form. Maybe something with traveling didn't work out, or some sort of move you're going to make didn't work out, or maybe because of something that didn't work out, you're able to travel, or you're able to just kind of have something unfold very quickly before you. The good thing is I see you guys taking a path where there's no burden, there's no fighting, there's no anxiety, and you're really able to build in a very positive way. I see a lot of you working in silence as well. Okay, this might be a good month for you guys to kind of keep your head down and really do the work, and you know, whatever it is you're working on, maybe letting just your close circle know, but definitely not something you want to put on like Twitter and Instagram. But the last card that you guys have here for the present moment, the Hermit card. So, you know, with the advice I just told you guys, I wasn't even looking at this card yet. I was just focused on the card before it. But that's what the Hermit does, okay? You go into Hermit mode, and it's like you're going to let your actions speak, all right? I'm not saying that you can't tell anyone what you're getting yourself into, especially if you know you're going to get a lot of encouragement from those around you. But it's kind of a time where you really just want to focus on what you have to do and make sure that it gets done before talking about it. Okay, when it's complete, when it's done, that's when you can, you know, put your stuff out there. So why is this Hermit card here? Let's see. Two of Cups. And we have the Four of Swords in the reverse. Okay. So I feel like for a lot of you, and I don't know, this is just something I'm strongly feeling. I feel like because of something that wasn't successful in the past, you guys aren't going to be quick to let someone know this new thing that you're doing. You're building on it, and you want to stabilize it and strengthen it before going out and just announcing it to the world. I see that as a smart thing. Okay. I see you guys just trying to preserve something. It's like, you know, you fucked up in some way, shape, or form, okay, in the past, or maybe something around you just didn't work out. But now it's like, okay, I have something good. I want to get past, you know, what happened in the past. So let me just kind of keep this to me and stabilize myself. All right. Moving forward, the first card that we have here is the Four of Wands. So for the future, you know, this shows that you guys are going towards a situation that's just very stable for you. Now we have the Seven of Cups, and we have the Moon card in the reverse. You're standing your ground against something that you still just can't trust at this time, or maybe someone's standing their ground against you. But you get to the point where whatever was an illusion, it's clear. You see all the false things about a situation that you have yourself involved in. So you know what was right, you know what was wrong, you know it was bullshit, you know what was true, okay? And some of that could make you unhappy or just discontent hearing it, Why is this Nine of Cups here? We have the Five of Cups. So it's, you know, someone's definitely sad about, you know, something that they're realizing, but at the same time with the Ten of Pentacles, your life is having such a positive change. So despite what you guys are feeling emotionally, you really have to stand your ground. You are that light in the darkness, and your light is getting better. You have the High Priestess as your last card for the future. So I love this, Cancer, because it means you guys are really going to be tapped in. This is going, you know, when you have this energy around you, just listen to your gut. Okay, you don't necessarily have to look for proof, find proof, anything like that. Your soul is going to tell you what's up in a situation. Page of Cups. Sun card in the reverse. You guys turn your back on something that didn't go as planned. You're able to expand in a really huge way. Your soul is going to be screaming at you for what's not working in your life. So it's not going to be something that you guys can ignore. But again, with turning your back on it, you guys become very powerful. So I don't want you to see it as a bad thing, you know, that you have to kind of let something go. There's something that's literally blocking blessings for you. And once you guys are able to get that out of your life, you know, out of your life rather, a lot of unexpected things come in, and it's very powerful for you, and you just have a lot of opportunity. All right. So you definitely need to keep that in mind. But for those of you, if you are taking the approach where you're going towards something new and you just kind of want to preserve it, you know, I think that's smart. I think that things could be very, very delicate, you know, when you're just starting something new, whether it's love, whether it's, you know, a new project, a new business. Just keep in mind that everybody in life, we all fuck up in some way, shape, or form. So whoever's giving you advice, I guarantee you they have something fucked up in their life. So do what you have to do. Do what makes you happy. As long as, you know, you're being a good, moral, you know, law-abiding citizen, do what you got to do. All right, guys. So let's get you some advice on how to navigate through November. And let's see what pops up here. What cards of advice can I give to my Cancers? All right, we have the Hanged Man, Three of Pentacles in the reverse, Three of Cups in the reverse, easy. So, okay, this is, I mean, it's two parts when it comes to advice. Now, I can start by saying that you guys are definitely going to want to take the path of least resistance right now. If you feel like you're bending over backwards for something, if your soul is very uncomfortable with something, if something is causing you anxiety, stress, anger, sadness, anything like that, it's not something you're meant to go towards. So whatever that is, I see you guys just, you know, dropping that. Something just not working out. Maybe someone you don't see eye to eye with. But there's just something that you drop. It's not working. Maybe it's because of a third party situation in love. Maybe it's because it was making you or somebody around you depressed. Okay. Maybe it's a group of people you have to drop. But in doing so, and this is the second part here, you dodge a bullet and you come across something new that is going to be very, very passionate and very solid in your life. So yeah, you're debilitated because of what you have to walk away from here, but you're meant to do that. Okay. So there might be things that come out where you have to have a very straightforward conversation with someone, and that's going to lead you to dropping something, and you're going to be on the fence and, you know, just fighting yourself on the inside. You know, should I let this go? Should I not? But this is what happens when you do. Yeah, it may hurt, but success comes in. All right. So whatever chapter is not closed out, guys, pinpoint it and cut it out. All right. So Cancer, I love you guys so much. I hope you guys are doing well. So I am back. You guys will see me around. So if you guys need absolutely anything, I will be here. And then what else? If you guys are on Instagram, you can give me a follow, High Vibrations 44. All right. I love y'all. Take care.